Good morning. How are you? It's good to be back. Miss teaching. Good morning, Lydia. Morning. Oh, it's so nice to be back and teaching. And this week's classes are all going to be focused on bringing energy to the body. I think my favourite style of teaching, really. So it should be fun. All you'll need for your class today is your mat, nothing else at all. We'll get started in just a couple of minutes. And today we're going to begin in a kneeling position, but if kneeling feels really uncomfortable, you can sit cross-legged as well. Okay, let's get started. So coming to find a kneeling position on your mat. You can preferably have your toes relaxed, so you just have your feet flat. If you prefer, you can have them tucked. If it's really uncomfortable, then just come to a comfortable seated position. Place the palms down onto the thighs. Begin to flutter, close the eyes. Maybe take some little shoulder rolls, nice and gentle. Releasing down the back of the body, and then finding stillness, just allowing the bottom half of the body to feel heavy and grounded in the seat as you grow up tall, lengthening through the spine. The eyes are closed, but it's super gentle. Just taking a couple of moments here to settle on the mat, to arrive into your practice. Noticing how you're feeling this morning. If you're feeling particularly tight anywhere, about sending the breath there right from the start of the class. Using the breath to release out any tension. And then together we're going to take a breath in for 1, pause, for 2, pause, for 3, filling up the lungs, pausing at the top, opening the mouth, sighing it out. Breathing in for 1, pause, 2, pause, 3, pause, holding at the top, open the mouth, audible exhale. Breathing in for 1, pause, for 2, pause, for 3, pause, open the mouth, audible exhale, let the shoulders drop back and down. Breathing in for 1, pause, for 2, Pause for 3. Pause, holding at the top, open the mouth, audible exhale. Breathing in for 1. Pause for 2. Pause for 3. Pause, hold the breath at the top, open the mouth, sigh out. One more time, breathing in, 1. Pause, 2. Pause, 3. Pause, holding at the top, open the mouth, sigh out, let it go, let the arms drop along the side of the body. Allowing the arms to hang heavy here, heavy in the fingers. Then bringing your breath in through the nose. Closing off the lips, exhale out the nose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the nose, the arms hang heavy. Breathing in. And this time as you exhale, gently flicker open the eyes. Take your hands around behind you, clasping the hands behind you. Drawing the shoulders together. If this feels a little bit too much, taking hold of one another elbow, one another wrist, just thinking about drawing the shoulders together so we're opening up in that heart space, that chest. Taking your gaze out in front of you. Lifting up the hands if the hands are clasped. Wherever you are, thinking about drawing the shoulders together. Finding space in the chest, space in the lungs. Breathing in. Exhale out the nose. Inhale. And this time as you exhale, draw the hands back in towards the body and then take the clasp over to the left hip. So both hands are clasped on the left hip. Drop the left ear over to the left shoulder and feel that beautiful stretch down the right hand side. Gaze out in front of you, breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Exhale, release the head back to center, hands come to the behind you. Swap the wrists, so swap the hold, so take your hands apart and then place them in the clasp that feels a little bit awkward, so it feels a bit different to before. If right thumb was over left, now left over right and vice versa. Inhale, draw the shoulders back. Find that space. Exhale out the nose. Inhale, take the hands back and towards the body. Exhale, take them over to the right hip this time. So you're taking that clasped hand and resting on the right hip. Finding length in the body and then draw the right ear over to the right shoulder, feeling into that stretch. Breathing in. Breathing out. Really finding length in that breath, taking your time. Inhale. Exhale back through center, send the hands out behind you, release the clasps, give them a little bit of a shake and then take the fingertips behind you so the fingers are pointing away, resting down lightly on them. Maybe this is enough for you. If not, as you inhale, draw the chest forward. As you exhale, maybe lift the hips up like a little half bridge, drawing the glutes together, strong in the thighs, zipping up in the legs. Chin draws into the chest, or if you wish, you can drop it back if that's okay in the neck. Inhale. Exhale, slowly draw chin to chest. Release the bum back down onto the heels. Drive the arms forward, holding onto a big beach ball. Suck that belly in, fingertips up. Holding here, breathing in. Exhale, opening wide. Take the fingertips behind us. Opening up in the chest, perhaps lifting up the hips. Maybe the head drops back. Inhale. Exhale, slowly chin draws to chest. Bum comes down to the heels. Opening up the arms, giant beach ball, suck in the belly. Chin draws to chest. Inhale. Exhale, opening up the arms, fingertips behind, maybe lifting up the bum. Head drops back. Exhale, release the bum down, chin draws to chest, sweeping the arms forward, suck the belly in, giant beach ball. Inhale. Exhale, opening it up. Lifting up the hips. Maybe taking a few rounds in your own time with your own breath. We exhale for the movement. Inhale in stillness. Finding that rhythm. Taking 2 more. Just waking up the spine, opening up in the body, driving the chest, lifting up, up, up when we drop it back. Last one. Holding that giant beach ball, holding steady, holding still. And then reach the arms up to the sky. Reach, reach, reach. Spread the fingers wide. Bend at the elbows. Cactus the arms. Spread the fingers wide. Draw the shoulder blades together. Chest opens. Gaze out in front of you. Inhale. And then as you exhale, imagining that you're pushing water together. So feeling that restriction, it's really quite challenging to bring the arms in towards one another. All the way until the palms and the elbows touch. Releasing the hands to our heart center. Bring the hands down onto the mat. Release out those toes. Take it really gentle. Maybe give them a little bit of a tap. Maybe you even want to create some circles. Releasing them out here. And then take your knees back so that they're underneath your hips. Your toes can be tucked or released, whatever feels better. Palms underneath your shoulders. Spread them really nice and wide. Lengthen long in the arms. Draw the belly button into the spine. Holding here, breathing in, breathing out. And then begin to make some circles in the body. Thinking about making those circles as big as you possibly can. Maybe you start off small and they grow larger. But we're bringing the chest forward, keeping the gaze down and then drawing the bum back. Bending into the elbows to help us with this circular motion. Changing direction. And then finding stillness, coming back to our all fours, tucking the toes, spread the fingers wide, gripping down with the pads of the fingers, thinking about really paying attention to holding on with the index finger. Tuck the toes, hover the knees, take some little sways forward and back, gaze stays down, gauge that core, starting to bring some fire into the body, energy into the body. And then finding stillness, bring the body weight forward, hold, hover, breathe in. Exhale, send the bum up and back. Finding our first super gentle downward facing dog. So pedaling out in the legs, releasing them out. Really beginning to learn what feels good in our body. How do we wake up? And it changes from day to day. So maybe today you want to pedal your feet. Maybe you want to squat down from side to side. It's a really good one to squat down if you're feeling tight along the length, the side of the body. Or maybe you want to come into stillness, just rising up the heels, bending the knees, bringing the tummy onto the thighs. You have 3 more breaths, so take the time to experiment, see what feels good for you. Head hangs heavy, bum sends up and back. Space away from the ears so the shoulders are away from the ears and you open up broad in the back. These are things to note whichever variation you're taking. Holding here, breathing in, no need to bring the heels down yet, no need to straighten the legs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, everyone finding stillness. Exhale, raise high up on the toes, straighten the legs, raise the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend that right knee and kick the right foot back here. Pivot around on the left foot, plant the right foot far back, point the left toes towards the back of the mat, reach the right arm up and back and lift up in our flip dog. Gaze can come back behind towards your right hand. We're up on our right toes. Inhale. Exhale, sweeping that right hand back down, keep the left leg up to the sky, and then drive it through in between your hands. Drop the back left knee down, release the toes, extend the right leg, reach the right toes up to the sky. If this is too much, keep the right foot down, bend the knee, just prop yourself up here, and think about drawing your right glute back. Inhale. Exhale, bend it, fold it forward, tuck the back left toes, step the left foot forward. Heel toe those feet to about hip distance apart and hang out here. Let it go. Maybe you want to take hold of one another elbow, maybe you want to take some sways. Whatever feels good. Whatever you do, lift all 10 toes, replace them back down, and then think about grounding down in our feet as you let the rest of the body hang out heavy. Check that there's no strain in the neck and the head just by taking some little shakes left and right, up and down. Let it go. You can even take hold of the back of the ankles and begin to straighten out in the legs, starting to draw your chest towards your shins, belly coming down onto the thighs. Letting go, hanging out here for one more deep breath in. Exhale, release the hands, a little micro bend to the knees. Begin to roll yourself nice and slow up to standing. Head and neck are the very last things to reach the top, and when you get there, reach the arms all the way up. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, hands come down through your heart center. Release them along the side of the body. Zip up in the legs so the big toes and the heels are touching. One hand in the belly, one hand in the lower back. Tuck the bum under, lengthen in the body. Arms come along the side of the body. Pinkies lead the way, palms are open. Finding our Tadasana. And I love to spend time engaging in our Tadasana, making sure we're grounding down in all four corners of feet. If you wish, you can lift all 10 toes, replace them back down, zip up strong in the legs, draw the glutes together, make sure that bum's not tucking out, tuck it under, lengthen, shoulders drop back and down. Spend the time finding this really strong standing pose. You want to draw your chin back just a little bit, almost like you're giving yourself a little bit of a double chin, but the aim is to find length all the way up the back body, particularly up the spine and neck. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive forward, head hangs heavy, knees bend. Inhale to find length, flat back. Exhale, bend your knees, step back with the right, step back with the left. Send your bum straight up, finding your downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Maybe you want to continue pedaling. Maybe you want to find stillness. Whatever you wish, use the breath. And if you found it helpful at the start of the class, you can use that breath where you pause. So you breathe in for 1, pause. Breathe in for 2, pause. Breathe in for 3, pause. Exhale. 2 more rounds of breath. Last one, breathe it in. As you exhale, finding stillness, sweep your left leg up to the sky, rising onto your right toes. Bend that left knee, kick, kick, kick the left foot away, opening up in the hips. And then flip your dog, so take the left foot behind you. Take it back so that your right toes are slightly further forward, flat on the mat. Your left toes are raised. The left foot is back towards the body. The right foot extends a little bit further out. Your left arm reaches up and back. Draw the glutes together, lift up in the body. Beautiful. Pushing into the pads of our right fingers, not into the wrist. So drive that weight forward a little. Lengthening in all of our limbs, lengthening the legs, the arms. Breathe, lifting up, up, up in the body, up in the chest. Exhale. One more breath in. And as you exhale, pivot it back around onto your right toes. Left hand reaches down. Extend the left leg up to the sky. And then plant it down in between your hands. High lunge. Drop the back right knee. Extend the left leg back. Lengthening that left leg. Maybe the toes point up to the sky. Maybe you plant the foot down and your knees bend. Whatever feels good. Melting heart pose. Breathing in. Exhale, bend it forward, tuck the back toes, raise onto the back toes, lifting the knee, step it forward, fold it forward. Heel toe those feet to about hip distance apart. Take your index finger and your middle finger, wrap them around your big toes. Inhale, find length. Exhale, bend at the elbows, fold it forward. Head hangs heavy, thinking about bringing our belly onto our thighs, our chest onto our shins. It's early in the morning, you'll usually find you're a little bit less flexible. You've been still all night, your body hasn't warmed up, so don't judge where you're getting to now. Certainly don't judge it against an evening practice. This is a beautiful way of starting your day. It's a great way to bring energy, to bring fire to the body, to prepare for the day ahead. Keeping this pose active, so we're driving the elbows out to the side if you have the space to do so. The head hangs heavy, legs are straight. If your legs aren't straight, release it off a little bit. If you can't wrap your toes around, your hands around your toes, take your hands onto your shins. That's absolutely fine. One more deep breath in. Exhale, release that. Take a little micro bend of the knees, roll your body all the way up to standing. Reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, take them down through your heart center. Release them along the side of the body. Zip up in the legs. Find that Tadasana. Draw the glutes in. Lengthen strong in the body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale to find length. Exhale, plant the hands, left foot steps back, right foot steps back, holding here in your plank. Bring the body weight forward. Inhale. Exhale, bend at the elbows. See if you can slowly bring yourself down to the mat. Taking as long as you possibly can. When you get there, hold hover and then release it down. Palms come either side of the chest. Draw the elbows along the side of the body. Elbows pointing backwards. Forehead meets the mat. Point your toes. Inhale, raise the head and chest. Gaze comes out in front of you. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, maybe coming a little higher. Gaze out in front. Exhale, release it down. Either coming back to where you were before, or perhaps you can come all the way up. Lifting all the way up, even in the hips. Releasing it down, taking your time. Flowing up. Flowing down, using the breath, almost like a wave creating in the body. Use this time to experiment, to feel into that rhythm, rolling up and down the front of the body, opening the spine. Use the breath to flow with you, taking two more, really nice. Last one. Exhale, release it down. Bend your knees, tuck your toes, find your downward facing dog. Holding here, remembering you can take your child's pose at any point. If not, raising high in your toes, right leg lifts up towards the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, bend that right foot. Flip your dog, right foot plants down. Left leg is long, right knee is bent. Reach the right arm back. Holding here. If it's more comfortable, you can take a little bend in that left leg. But thinking about finding length, reaching back with the right arm, breathe in. And this time as you exhale, you're going to lower the left hip down. Left toes come up towards the sky, bending into your right knee. And reach the right arm to reach onto the left toes. Don't worry, we'll do it a few times. If it feels a bit odd the first time, that's okay. And then sweep it back up. And bring it down. Right hand to left toes. And reaching it up. Don't worry if you've come off your mat a little. Exhale, take it down. Right hand, left toes. Can be right hand to the shin or to the thigh as well if you have a little less space. One more. Reach it forward. And this time really think about lifting up in the body and then lengthening, sending the chest towards that left big toe. Holding here, breathing in. Exhale, opening it up, rising high up onto those right toes. This time, either you can place your right hand at the front of the mat, or you can pivot onto your left toes and see if you can bring the right foot forward without using your right hand. Then plant your right hand down. From here, we're in our high lunge. meeting me here. Maybe taking some little rocks forward and back, bending into that right knee, lengthening into the left leg. And then finding stillness. Right knee is above the right ankle. Reach the arms up to the sky. Take hold of one another, elbow. Draw the chest forward as you take a gentle back bend. Gaze goes up. Breathing out. Inhale. Exhale, take it back to centre. Reach the arms up towards the sky. Plant them either side of that right foot. Sweep the right leg up to the sky. Draw the right knee to nose. Exhale away. Draw the right knee to the right elbow. Bring the body weight forward. Really rock it forward. Challenge yourself. Extend it back. Right knee into the middle, over to the left elbow. Extend it back, holding here, three-legged dog. Exhale, release it down. Take your knees wide, big toes touch, child's pose. Reach the arms out away from you, coming up onto your toes. Up onto your toes, up onto your fingertips, sorry. Holding here, send the bum back towards the heels. Up in our fingertips, finding space in the shoulders. Inhale. And as you exhale, begin to walk the fingertips over to the left. Feeling that beautiful stretch down the right side body. Breathing deeply, inhale. Exhale to move it round over to the right. Breathing in. Exhale back through center. Plant the hands down, come to find your all four position. Tuck your toes, send the bum back. Downward facing dog, holding here, breathing in. As you exhale, raise high in the toes, left leg reaches up to the sky, bend the left knee, opening up in the hip, holding here, breathe in. And then as you exhale, flip the dog, extend the right leg away, left foot is closer in towards you, bending into the left knee, reach the left arm back, inhale. And as you exhale, we lower the right hip, and we extend the left hand towards the right toes. Sweep it up. Feels a little odd the first time. You might want to rearrange your feet. You want your left foot close in and your right foot far away, and you're thinking about dropping your right hip down. As you reach for your left toes, taking two more. Exhale, take it down, reach it forward. Send it up. Last one. Reaching forward. Sending it up, reach it back, lift, lift, lift. Up in the heart, the chest, the glutes, the legs, everything is reaching up. And then you can pivot around on your toes and either using your left hand to come down first or take that left foot to lead the way. Then plant your left foot down. Holding here, taking some little rocks forward and back. Finding stillness, left knee is over your left ankle, lift up in the body, raise the arms up to the sky and take hold of the opposite elbow from last time. So the version that seems to feel a little awkward, a little odd. Draw the shoulders back, open the heart, take the gaze up, breathe in. Exhale, reach everything up to the sky, plant the hands down, left leg sweeps up. Exhale, release it down. Either taking your vinyasa or taking a child's pose. If you're taking your vinyasa, we're going to roll it forward to our plank. Exhale, bend at the elbows, hold hover. See if you can roll the chest forward and through, up to the sky. Exhale, bend the toes. Send the bum back, finding your downward facing dog or taking your child's pose. Breathing deeply. This is your rest, so take your time wherever you are. If you're in your downward facing dog, you don't need your legs to be straight. You don't need your heels to be on the mat. Find the version that is your version of downward dog as a rest. 2 more breaths. Last one, inhale. As you exhale, take your gaze in between your hands, raise high up on the toes, raise the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, draw your right knee to your nose, plant that right foot down. Holding here, bend into your left knee, so we're coming up, raising the arms into a double leg lunge, a double bent knee lunge. Holding here, gaze out in front of us, spread the fingers wide, opening up in the chest. So the left knee's bent, the right knee's bent. Holding here, breathe in, breathe out. Take your right hand onto the belly, place the fingers so that they're facing slightly up towards the heart. And then the back of the left hand is in the lower spine, facing slightly down towards the glutes. You're going to be really strong here, holding it in. Maybe you want to take some little hops first of all, and then take your gaze down, and we're going to come into our warrior three. So our gaze comes to the top of the mat as we raise the left leg up, using the hands to support us. So we're strong, the right hand facing slightly up, the left hand facing slightly down, lift up in the leg, lift up in the chest, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Exhale, see if you can plant that left foot back down where it started, bending into the double leg lunge. Holding here, lift up in the body, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Exhale, plant the hands down, lengthening that back left leg, sweep the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, left knee to nose, kiss the knee, send it away. Left knee, left elbow, body weight forward, extend it away. Left knee crosses the body, right elbow, extend it away, holding here, three-legged lunge, three-legged downward facing dog, and then draw your left knee to your nose, plant the left foot down in between the hands, coming up onto our fingertips, bend into that back right knee, double bent knee lunge, reach the arms up to the sky, lift up in the body, breathing in, making sure you have enough space in front of you, draw the arms back a little. And this time taking one hand to the belly, one hand to the lower back. The front hand is facing up slightly, the back hand facing down slightly. Draw that belly button into the spine, super strong, and then tilt the body forward. So the chest is coming towards the front of the mat. Maybe you want to take a few little steps in, and then strengthening that front leg as we drop the chest down and we come into our warrior three. Lifting up in the back leg. Gazes to the front of the mat, maybe a little ahead. Inhale, lifting up in the leg, lifting up in the chest. Exhale. One more deep breath in. Exhale, step it back so the right foot comes back down to where you are. Lift up in the body, holding here. Energy coming out of that back right heel. Super strong, breathing in. Exhale, plant the hands down, sweep the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, plant the left foot down. Inhale, rise high up on the toes, wave the body forward to your plank. Either drop your knees or keeping that plank position. Bend at the elbows, coming down to hover. Either taking your baby cobra or flip your toes, drive your chest forward. Lift it up, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Come up high on the toes, tiptoe your feet all the way to the front of the mat, and then take them as wide as the mat so the toes are facing out, heels are in, sit your bum down, take your hands to your heart center, finding our malasana, our yogic squat. Holding here, maybe you want to take some little sways. If this is really intense, maybe it's quite tight along the back of the legs, you can come up onto your toes, or you can plant your feet down and just raise the bum up. But you want to think about sending your bum backing down wherever you are, so it's that action, it's that movement. Super heavy, strong in the body. If you are all the way down, think about sending your elbows into the knees, opening up in the hips. Hands are together, clasp the palms, and make sure that you're really pushing the knees out as you press the palms together. Super energized, super strong. Breathing deeply. Exhale. Breathing in. Breathing out. Last one, breathing in. Exhale. We're going to strengthen in the legs, straighten the legs, extend, reach tall, take the feet heel toe, them to about hip distance apart, roll up through the body, and then reach your arms up to the sky, come high up on your toes, lengthen as long as you possibly can, draw your belly button into the spine, tuck the glutes in, super strong, high on the heels, breathe in. Exhale slowly with control. Lower the heels down. Take your hands down to your heart center and come to step to a wide stance facing the side of our mat. We're going to take the heels in, toes out, bend at the knees, coming down into our goddess pose. You can place the palms onto the thighs if that feels good. Avoid the knees, holding here. Think about tucking the bum under and then lowering into our squat, holding here, breathing, and then taking your arms into like a wide cactus, taking our chin mudra, holding that middle, the index finger to the thumb, extending the other 3 fingers away, draw the shoulders back a little bit, opening up, holding here, embracing that shape, inhale, exhale, smile. Think about opening the chest forward, tuck the bum under, super strong. Maybe you can sit a little bit lower. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath in. Exhale, straightening in that leg. Take the hands to the hips. Pivot the feet in so the toes are pointing in. The heels are facing out. Draw the body forward until you're about a 90-degree angle. So the chest is parallel with the floor, and either keeping your hands on your hips, or if you wish, take your hands and drive them along the side of the ears. So the arms are outstretched, legs are straight, arms are straight. Pigeon toeing those feet so the toes face slightly in, the heels are slightly out. Holding steady, breathing here. Breathing out. Strong in the core. Spread the fingers wide. Strong, engaged. Inhale. If it gets a bit too much, you can take your hands to your hips. If not, reach the arms away. Breathing in. Exhale, let it go, fold it forward. Holding here. Maybe you want to bend a little into each leg. Releasing it out, head is hanging super heavy. Let it go. And then walk those fingertips around. So you're coming back into your lunge and then drop the back knee down. Place the hands either side of the leg and begin to just wiggle that front foot away. Maybe you want to come down onto your fists as we start to separate our legs, coming in to a bit of a squat, into a bit of a splits. You don't need to come down too far, but think about really wiggling the back leg back as you reach the right leg forward. So you can use your fists or you can come up onto your fingertips. If that is feeling like you can't get down here, use some blocks or some books to hold yourself up. Lengthening in the body. Right toes face up towards the sky. Left leg wiggles away, holding here in our splits pose. Gaze out in front of us. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in. Breathing out. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Smile. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Really slowly begin to bring yourself back into center. Coming back into that lunge. Plant your hands down. Sweep your right leg up to the sky. Bend the right knee, opening up in the hip. And release it down. Coming back into your downward facing dog. Take some pedals. Release it out, let it go. And then finding stillness, raise on your right toes, left leg comes up to the sky, gaze in between your hands, drive your left knee to your nose, plant that left foot down, drop the back knee down, wiggle that left foot out, beginning to find our splits. Coming down either onto your fists, on your fingertips, maybe you want to use a couple of blocks, maybe you want to use a couple of books. Maybe you're up here, that is absolutely fine. Find your maximum. Wiggle the front foot away. Take your gaze and look out in front of you. Sometimes it's helpful if you're practicing this at home, just in your own time, placing like a little sock underneath that front foot so it helps you slide it away. And you'll also find that one leg or one side of the body is much easier than the other. So don't be afraid to work into the more challenging side. Holding here, gaze out in front of us. Think about drawing the shoulders back, keeping that heart chest open as you've been practicing all throughout today's flow. Gaze ahead, breathing deeply. Deep breath in. Long exhale. Last one, breathe in. Exhale, slowly begin to wiggle the feet back towards each other and coming to find our low lunge, hands planted either side of that front foot, and then sweep the left foot all the way up to the sky. Bend the left knee, opening up in the hip. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, wave the body forward, finding your plank, either dropping your knees or coming down to a hover, bending at the elbows, hovering here, either taking baby cobra or flip your toes, drive the chest forward, open up in the heart, legs are lifted, hips are lifted. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog, holding here. 5 breaths. Remembering you can be up on your heels, your knees can be bent. Think about sending your bum up and back. Think about driving the shoulders away from the ears. Head is hanging heavy. Breathing in. Breathing out. Last breath in. As you exhale, take your gaze in between your hands, tiptoe your feet to about halfway up the mat, cross at the ankles, sit down, coming into our seated position, really nice. Extending the legs away from us, remove the fleshy bits from under the bum, draw your belly button into the spine, place the arms along the side of the body, toes facing up towards the sky, and then check your legs are engaged just by lifting up your heels. Holding here in our Dadasana, the foundation of all of our seated poses. Drawing the shoulders back and down. Gaze out in front of us, breathing in. Release the heels, but keep everything else exactly where it is. Legs stay engaged. Allowing the breath to slow a little. Maybe coming back to that idea of breathing in for 1, pause, 2, pause, 3, pause, exhale. Taking a couple more rounds in your own time. And on your next inhale, bend at your right knee. Draw that right thigh in towards the body. Take the sole of the right foot inside the left thigh as your right knee drops out to the side. Left toes face up towards the sky. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, begin to draw your chest towards your left toe. Spread the fingers wide, finding our Janu Shirshasana. Inhale to take it back a little, and exhale, draw the chest forward, chest towards the left big toe. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, drive it forward. Keeping that rhythm going. So you inhale, you allow it to come back a little, and as you exhale, you drive the chest towards the big toe. And it's not about coming all the way down. It's not about dropping your forehead down to the knee. It's not about curving that spine. It's about keeping the spine nice and long. Finding the space, exploring on the journey down. Sometimes I find it helpful to draw the shoulders, the arms back a little to find the space. Last breath in. Exhale, slowly bring it back up, hands down through center. Take the right knee into the body, extend the right leg away. Left knee in towards the body, and then drop the left knee out to the side, lengthening up through the spine, arms reach up. Spread the fingers wide, inhale. Exhale, begin to draw it forward. Inhale, find a little space. Exhale, draw it forward. Inhale, find a little space. Exhale, draw it forward. And then finding your own rhythm. If you want, you can hold on to the back of that right foot. Sometimes I find it a nice challenge to really focus on my core by sending the arms away. I'm just working on my journey down. One more deep breath in. Exhale, slowly bring it back up. Release the arms, extend the left leg. Plant the feet down. Reach the arms away, suck the belly in. Curving in the spine. Keep your gaze out in front of you, suck that belly in. Begin to roll down onto the mat. Really nice. And then from here, draw your right knee in and your left knee in. Wrap your arms around, squeeze yourself in tight. Tuck the head in, scrunch up the eyes, the toes, wrap the arms tightly around the body. Squeeze the hands in, deep breath in. Exhale, release it out. Feet drop out to the side. Palms face up towards the sky. Let everything go. And then for a moment, think about tensing up just the lower half of the body. So scrunch the toes, the feet, the legs, the glutes, really tight. Squeeze everything in, and then let it drop down. Really release it out. And then the same with the upper half of the body. So squeeze the hands in tight, the arms, the shoulders, the biceps, the core. Holding everything tight. Breathe in. Exhale, release it out. And bringing your attention to your face. Squeeze everything in. Close the eyes. Scrunch the nose, the mouth, the cheeks, the eyes. Everything into a tiny ball in the face. Squeeze it all in. Breathe in. Exhale, let it go. And then allow the whole body just to wriggle out, to relax out. Almost like you're ironing out the whole body, getting rid of any creases. So noticing if you feel any creases, any crinkles in the body, send the breath there. And when you feel like you're in completely the most comfortable position possible, take one more deep breath in. Open the mouth, sigh it out, and let yourself just drop into the mat. Letting go of absolutely everything. Just allowing yourself some moments in silence to let the tingles, the sensations, those little energies, vibrations in the body from all of your hard work to run free around the body, filling you up with energy. Like little glimmers, flickers of gratitude for taking the time this morning for you. And I'll bring you back out in a few moments. You can stay in your Shavasana for as long as you wish. Or in your own time, draw your right knee into your chest, your left knee into your chest. Gently rock yourself up on your right side to a comfortable seated position. Keeping the eyes lightly closed. Placing the backs of the hands on the top of the knees, lightly touching your thumb and index finger in your chin mudra, allowing the shoulders to drop down, allowing your heart to shine forward, really finding that space in the front of the chest and the lungs. Taking a deep inhale. Exhale, sigh out. Flickering open your eyes. Allowing that light to shine back in. Taking your hands to your heart center. Knowing that you can take this energy, is filling up in the body with the rest of you for the rest of your day. Thank you so much for taking the time to practice for yourself and with me this morning. Wishing you a beautiful Monday. Namaste.